Saturday night in Indiana, and we are live on the ISC Sports Network. It is a Clinton County matchup. Tonight as the Frankfort Hot Dogs play host to the Clinton Central Bulldogs. You see the records on your screen. Frankfort trying to get to 500 this season, while Clinton Central just trying to find win number 2 on the year. Tonight's broadcast is brought to us by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976. They are people helping people. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By FiberHawk, fast, affordable FiberHawk. And by the Farmers Bank, let's grow. Our pregame show tonight, brought to us by healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Joined by my broadcast partner, Joe Rook. We are back for another night of Frankfort basketball inside of Case Arena. The crowd, not necessarily as big tonight, but a decent turnout. We got puppy power going on. You got a rival. Give me your thoughts on this one.
Hey, absolutely, Sean. Good to be back in here at the Case Arena. And it's a decent crowd on a cool Saturday evening. But hey, we got Clinton Central looking for their second win. Frankfort coming in at 6-7, trying to get to 500. So I don't let the records dictate a lot to me on that when any of the county schools get together. It's an old cliche, the records don't matter. And I think to a certain point that really is true. So I look for this game to be close, Sean, all the way to the end.
How about our keys to victory tonight? You've got 3 picked out. What do these two teams got to do to be successful here this evening?
Well, hey, the first thing I'd like to talk about is just kind of what we touched on, the county rivals. Out there on the floor from last weekend, you got the Dolphin. On both ends, on one end you got Western, on the other end you got University. I wonder if the Clinton Central basketball players are out there saying, hey, how come we didn't get to play in that game? Do they think we're not good enough to play in that game? I wonder if that's going to add a little fuel to the fire, having that out there on the floor. But, I think Clinton Central will play well. They always seem to play well against Frankfort. County school, the bigger school, they want to play well. And Frankfort needs to come out and be ready. And that's my second point, be ready. Don't let the records get in your head, Frankfort, and think, hey, Central's only one game. This is going to be an easy game. Come out, establish what you want to do, get after things right away. And I'm sure Clinton Central needs to be ready and get going right from the start as well. And then the last thing, score the ball. I think both teams need to get going, scoring. I look at Clinton Central. They come in averaging basically 48 points a game. So if you break that out by quarters, that's only 12 points a quarter. That's not a lot of points, so they need to score the ball a little bit better. And Frankfort needs to get going what they do it well, and score the ball.
How about our players to watch? First up for Clinton Central tonight, we chose Luke Davison, the senior. He leads the team in scoring at 9.9 points per contest, and he's going to have a big night here at Case Arena to pull that off. For the Hot Dogs tonight, we selected Edwin Wayne Scott, the senior. He has been fantastic this season, and the Hot Dogs are going to need him to play big here this evening as well. We'll step aside for the national anthem when we come back. Your starting lineups and your tip right here on ISC.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Welcome back to Case Arena, the site of tonight's IHSAA boys basketball matchup. First up, our starting lineups for the Clinton Central Bulldogs and head coach Derek Davis. Tonight, they'll start Creed Minnan, Amron Barrett, Nate Wells, Lane Davis, and Luke Davison will be their starting five. Our starting lineups tonight brought to us by Ardente Dental. I want to thank Dr. Jill Snyder and her staff for their sponsorship. Healthy Smiles start here. And, you know, when you look down through this roster, Joe, while Luke Davison leads them in scoring, they've got 3 or 4 guys there that are around that 8 to 9, 10 points per game.
Yeah, that's a good point, Sean. They have 4 players averaging 8 to 9 point range. It's interesting tonight, Clinton Central going with a pair of sophomore starting guards. Interesting to see if Frankfort might apply any pressure to them or how they might play that.
Our starting lineups for the Frankfort Hot Dogs tonight, much like they've been the last few games. This team started to figure out the rotation and who they want on the floor, and it's kind of a positionless basketball set. It'll be Wayne Scott, Wood, Kirby, Hale, and Farley. Farley struggled a little bit over the last few games, and they really need to get his offense going, get his confidence back up to a high level.
Absolutely. 24 so far for Alex Farley. It's kind of been a rough thing shooting the ball anyway. He's done some other things that helped Frankfort win a couple of games, but they need his scoring to make things a little easier for them.
Head coach Rick Scholl in his first year here at Frankfort, he's got him at 6-7 on the season after a very rough start. These Hot Dogs, they won 4 games in a row before that loss to Lebanon. Then they took 2 more back-to-back victories last weekend versus Western Boone and Rossville. And so kudos to them for battling through, starting to figure things out here. Our officials for tonight's broadcast, Harrison Beckman, Max Bakar, and Nick Moricus. Brought to us by Aaron's Flooring. Make sure you visit them online at aaronsflooringllc.com for more information. Looks like Wayne Scott will be set to jump things up here with Nate Wells.
And, Sean, I'd like to point out that we are both very thankful that Clinton Central, with their black jerseys, have the green numbers so we can see those easily up here. I was a little worried about that, but it makes life a little easier
Nice
for us.
and bright. I actually like those. Those are kind of slick.
Yeah, they are. Good-looking uniforms.
First possession of the game is tipped out of bounds. And they're going to say it was touched by Frankfort. Clinton Central will have the basketball first. Carson Hale trying to figure out where he's supposed to guard.
Just a little bit of a confusing start here to our game this evening.
So it's actually Frankfort basketball who's going to have it first here at midcourt.
But they keep
no,
pointing,
I don't think they know.
They keep pointing towards Clinton Central, but the officials are headed the other way. But no,
I'll tell you what. Why they figure it out. We'll go ahead and talk about the Frankfort Eagles. Tonight's game is brought to you by them. They've been serving the community since 1905, with over 900 members locally. The Frankfort Eagles has something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. So it ended up being Clinton Central's basketball after all. And first possession ends up in a turnover. Doug Wood, aggressive down the lane, gets his first 2 to go.
Very good to see Frankfort being aggressive with the ball in the first possession, getting a layup.
Doug's offense starting to pick up here these last 4 or 5 games for Frankfort. Wells battles a couple times down low and using that 6'4" frame.
Here we get to see a replay. Frank not boxing out very well. Clinton Central 2 offensive rebounds right on the first possession for them. And Wells an opportunity for 2 free throws.
Wayne Scott picks up his first foul this evening. Wells will just draw iron there on his first attempt. Just a 14% free throw shooter on the season. So an area that Wells has struggled at a little bit. Frankfort with the 2-point lead. Carson Hale realizes nobody picks him up. And now a blocking foul called, and the refs might have just bailed Carson out there.
Yeah. When I first saw that live, wow. That's a close one. Frankfort lucky to get a charge on that. Clinton Central guy might have been there. So Carson Hale gets an opportunity for 2 free throws.
And they're calling it a shooting foul, which is even more surprising, I think, to me. We'll figure it out. Hale knocks down the free throw, and I think that Coach Derek Davis is having that conversation as well. Like, one, I don't think it was a foul against my guy, and 2, you're letting them shoot free throws.
Yeah, exactly. We just got the double whammy.
Hale goes 1 of 2. 3 from the corner, and a beautiful shot from Lane Davis. He's the second leading scorer on the team at 9.3 points per game. And then Luke Davison knocks the ball away as Farley tried to penetrate.
Yeah, Lane Davis coming in as a senior this year for Clinton Central, averaging 9.3.
Get it into Kai Kirby. Kirby amongst the trees loses that one out of bounds, and officials rule his last touch by the Bulldogs.
Clinton Central able to get their hands, last couple possessions on the ball, knock it out of bounds out of Frankfort's hand. Frankfort's got to be strong with the basketball going in the lane.
All knotted up at 3. Hale looking for Farley, being face guarded here. He lets this one go. Draws front iron, rebounded Clinton Central. Davison looks to push. Spin move using his size and able to finish. Luke Davison got 2.
Nice footwork showed there by Luke Davison.
Farley left wide open, but he can't knock it down. Offensive rebound, Wood finds Kirby, no. Here comes Menon. Got a teammate. Contact, foul against Frankfort.
Get to see the replay here. Nice bounce pass out on the fast break. Unable to finish, but number 10, Barrett, has an opportunity for 2 free throws.
Wood a little frustrated there. He was trying to pull up and not draw the foul, and Kirby couldn't stop his momentum. Kind of barreled into him, knocked him right into the Clinton Central player.
Yeah.
Barrett knocks down his first free throw. An early 6-3 lead for these Bulldogs. And Joe, you said it. I mean, this is a team that you can't take your foot off the accelerator just because they're 1-10 on the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Clinton Central, anytime they get an opportunity to knock off Frankfort, they're going to be ready to play.
Sometimes those are the most dangerous teams, right? The teams that have nothing to lose at this point.
You're absolutely right.
Get to play free. Coach Scholl not liking what he's seeing early on. This portion of our broadcast brought to us by Day and Ginda Funeral Homes. If you've experienced a loss or you're planning in advance, they want you to know that they're here for you every step of the way. Planning a funeral is an emotional and sometimes overwhelming thing, and having the right information can certainly make things easier. At Day and Ginda Funeral Home, it's their mission to serve families in their time of need and welcome any questions they may have. For more information about the services Day and Ginda Funeral Home offers, please visit dayandginda.com.
Well, Frankfort had scored the first 3 points, Sean, and now the next 7 by Clinton Central. So good timeout, I think, by Coach Scholl, trying to get things calmed down and tell him what play he'd like to run here on this possession.
Talking to Doug Wood the other night, they had an extended practice earlier in the week because Coach Scholl was unhappy with the way they were running their offense and defensive sets where the switching and things that he just decided to hold them a little longer. Practice wasn't your traditional time frame.
Yeah, maybe that's what they need, a little help to.
Lane Davis on the steal. Well, he's looking for help. He finds Menon. Menon tries to spin out of trouble. Davison again. Good pass, nice vision, and a great finish.
Wells getting his first basket of the evening.
Already 4 players in the scoring column for Clinton Central.
Their scoring averages kind of dictate that they get different players going.
Farley trying to find Hale, and man, Frankfort.
I'm going to tip my hat to Clinton Central. They're coming out very strong in that man-to-man. They are not making life easy on Frankfort. They are in the passing lanes, getting their hands active, so Frankfort needs to button things down quickly.
Kirby tries to get into the lane, draws a triple team and have to kick it back out. Farley will back up and reset. Wood on a curl, sidestep down the lane, and can't draw the M1 opportunity, but earn a trip to the line.
Get to see the replay here. Doug Wood with his second strong take to the basket. Got a basket earlier. Opportunity for 2 free throws on this trip.
Wood with the only field goal for Frankfort thus far. Now that was the second foul on Davison. Wood rattles that one home. And now Cole Davison will check in. 8.5 points per game. He'll come off the bench and replace his older brother.
That's
Cousins, sorry.
Yeah, that's worth noting for Luke Davison there, senior. Does a lot of good things for Clinton Central, picking up 2 early fouls.
You get in trouble when you assume the family tree, but thanks for the help up here. Hale finds Kirby inside, and again, you can see a lot of attention every time Kirby touches the ball.
I think Clinton Central has a good scattering report on Kirby. They know he likes to get into the lane, go strong to the basket, and they are blocking that lane up pretty heavy with him.
Wood, active hands, draws the steal. Now loses it the other way. Loose ball, Hale comes out with it. And an offensive foul called against Carson.
Let's take a look at that here. Interesting. Got the ball knocked away there. Carson Hale got his hands on it. I'm sure he's getting hacked in there, but you got to maintain your poise and maintaining that ball. You can't be swinging wildly.
Hale on the steal. Farley the other way, and he gets his field goal.
Good to see Alex Farley getting a basket early. Maybe that'll help his shooting confidence.
That way, 9-6 game. Halfway through the first quarter. You mentioned Clinton Central averaging about 12 points per quarter. They're off to a blazing start early here. Hale the other way. Left hand gets it to go. And now that'll draw a timeout here from Clinton Central. Coach Davis wants to talk things over. As Frankfort goes on a 5-0 run. Indy Card Exchange has been your go-to for more than 30 years. They're your trusted source for buying and selling trading cards of all kinds. And they are refining the game of professional grading with consultation services that save you time and money. Go to Indy Card Exchange for more information and see how you can make money off your collection. Big night tonight here at Frankfort. Not just the basketball game that's going on, but you're making an event. We got the Power Puff going on over here.
Man, it's always good to see the little ones out there. They got their pom-poms going. We get a look at them. They look excited, don't they?
They're ready to go.
Don't they?
You know, I'll tell you when I saw them most excited earlier, and that was there are now 2 large TVs at the end of each end of Case Arena here. We put them up in between the games, and man, they were dancing. They had them pom-poms going.
They saw themselves on the TV, and they're like, oh, yeah, this is good.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a Jumbotron, but maybe a Minitron. Got a few Minitrons in here. Good interior passing from Clinton Central.
Missed
Nifty,
the bunny.
yeah,
Missed
nifty
the bunny.
move.
But it was good, like you said, good interior passing, good looks by the offense on the Bulldogs.
Kirby shakes his defender, gets in the lane. That's the best look he's had tonight so far. Wayne Scott battle on the glass. In and out. Jump ball will stay with Frankfort.
Here we get to see some replay. Both teams are really going at it pretty hard there under the basket, as they should. Not for the weak of heart this evening under there.
Had Wayne Scott on a slip there, but Central shut that down pretty quickly. Kirby, left hand, leaves it short.
Again, Clinton Central did a good job of coming over, cutting off the lane there for Kirby.
3 here from Barrett. Couldn't get that one to drop, and Frankfort on the boards. So a lot of one-shot opportunities on both ends here.
Wayne Scott collected that ball.
Kirby this time elects for the 3. And then he'll bring it up for the Bulldogs. Clinton Central rocking those black uniforms with green trim. Those are pretty cool. Offensive glass work there for Cole Davison. His first 2.
His first 2 for Cole.
Back to a 3-point game. Wood from the corner. No, Wayne Scott on the follow gets fouled. That foul's going to be on Nate Wells.
Wayne Scott, a good follow there. You get to see it got whacked in the back of the head there. A little slow to get up, but he is up on his feet. Get a chance for 2 free throws. And Wayne Scott is one of Frankfort's better free throw shooters.
He's definitely their best offensive rebounder. I mean, he crashes the glass on this end relentlessly.
What he does on the rebounding is he doesn't allow himself to be blocked out. He spins around, he keeps moving, which is a good sign of coaching or just a good heart on Wayne Scott.
Official gave him an extra second there to talk to him, make sure he was all right. Wayne Scott gets 1 of 2. Lead cuts at 2. Coach Derek Davis has got to be happy with the start here from his Bulldogs.
Oh, absolutely.
They've shown a lot of fight here in the first quarter. Some good basketball as well. That's foul number 2 on Doug Wood.
I'm pretty impressed so far with Clinton Central's moving the ball offensively. They've got some very good looks here in the first quarter.
Cole Davison at the free throw line. I missed the first attempt here.
Cole Davison coming in, averaging 71% on the free throws. Very good number on free throws.
I thought we might see this. Didn't know we would see him this early, but Isaac Adams is going to come into the game. Giving Frankfort some size. He's played really well for the Hot Dogs this season when given opportunity.
I concur. He's done very well.
With Clinton Central, it looks like they're content with an interior game tonight. They might need Adams. And there he gets the rebound right away.
Yeah, Frankfort may be struggling a little bit on the glass, so now's a good thing for Adams to come in and help out.
Farley with an aggressive drive draws the foul.
Get to see the replay of that. He'll get a chance for 2 free throws.
That'll be Lawrence Lefebvre, who checked in for the Bulldogs a moment ago. Comes in, gets his first foul. Farley calmly knocks down the free throw. He's got 3. Lucas Wagner into the game for Frankfort as well. Farley gets them both. We're all knotted up at 11. And Max Adair, number 11 in the game for Clinton Central. Fouled on a 3-pointer, and count the bucket. Amron Barrett.
Let's see if there was much. Wasn't a lot there on that call, but the official thought the little bump warranted a foul, so opportunity for a 4-point play for Clinton Central after Frankfort just tied it.
Big shot from Barrett. And does a good job of making Frankfort pay at the free throw line as well. 6 points for Barrett. Already above his season average here in the first quarter. You know, it's become such a focal point almost at every level of basketball now, is allowing the shooter room to come down. They're trying to limit those ankle injuries. And
that's a good point, because I'm guessing that's what they saw there.
You want to contest, but you got to contest with a principle of verticality. Loose ball foul here.
Kind of playing hot potato here with that one. We had a turnover against Frankfort, then Central turned it right back over. The officials, and I would assume the players are going to understand this right away, Sean, that the officials are allowing a lot of hand contact out there tonight. So you need to be really strong with the ball.
Because there's 5 team fouls on both teams, we'll see the penalty for the next 105. Farley knocks down another free throw. Good to see him scoring here tonight. I know he's been frustrated with himself. The shot hasn't been falling.
He's a good shooter. He just needs to keep shooting it. That shot will come back.
It's like a baseball player, right? You go through those slumps every once in a while, no matter how good of a hitter you are. Menon trying to penetrate, runs into the double team. Cole Davison's three. Just a little strong there. Farley pulls up from the free throw line. Now Kirby with the takeaway.
Good heads up play by Kirby.
His first field goal tonight, and we're all tied up at 15. Under 30 seconds to go, and now Hale's going to draw another foul here.
If you're a Frankfort fan, you hate to see that, because that's going to be 2 free throws for Clinton Central. He had him dead to rights, trapped out there high, way above the three-point line. There's no need to foul him out there.
Max Adair at the free throw line. A little round-the-world action, gets it to drop. They'll put the Bulldogs back in front by 1.
Adair comes in averaging 3.5 per game.
Adair misses that one, gets his own rebound and knocks down the jump shot. 18-15. Isaac Adams trying to crash the glass. Last touch by Frankfort. Lane Davis is going to come back in, and Lawrence Lefebvre will come out. Offense-defense substitutions taking place here. The Bulldogs try to get another shooter on the floor for this final 11 seconds. Frankfort bringing full court pressure here. Try to go the length of the floor, and they get it into Davison. Loose ball. Last touch. It's going to be Clinton Central basketball. Wait, I think he signaled the wrong direction. He did. Yeah, Frankfort ball with 3 seconds.
Clinton Central had that full-length court there, had a good look at the baskets, just didn't get that layup to go.
Farley gets it across half court. The 3 is up. They're going to say not in time, doesn't matter, doesn't drop anyway. Clinton Central hangs 18 on Frankfort in the first quarter. They lead by 3. We'll step aside when we come back. Second quarter heads your way on the ISC Sports Network.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
At Day & Gannon Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Dangana Funeral Home, putting family first.
18-15 your score after one. Clinton Central leading Frankfort here at Case Arena. Second quarter tonight brought to us by our friends at Healthy Communities of Clinton County, where the coalition is committed to reducing the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities, by decreasing stigma and encouraging policy, system, and environmental changes. The vision of Healthy Communities is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org.
Hey, that first quarter, Sean, we saw Clinton Central come out very aggressive, not passive at all. Grab that 18-15 lead here after one. They did a very nice job moving the ball and playing defense.
Completely agree. And their interior passing is, well, this one's stolen, but their interior passing, fantastic there in the first quarter. Kirby, travel.
The only thing you might say that Clinton Central struggled, they had 6 turnovers in that first quarter. Frankfort had 3. So ball security always an important thing in every game.
Bulldogs turn the ball over at almost 17 times a game. So 6 is a little high there for a single quarter. Frankfort comes out with the rebound, and Farley will set up the offense. Wagner, not shy at all, lets the 3 fly and knocks it down.
That's kind of been Lucas's MO this year. He's never been bashful about shooting the threes, and good to see him come off the bench and knock one down.
Ties things up at 18 apiece. A shot short, Menon battling for the rebound, but Adams comes away with it. Kirby goes off glass. Gets his second field goal. He's got 4. I know that he's had a nice season here for the Frankfort Hot Dogs. It seems like when our cameras are in the building, he's turned up his offensive output.
He scores well. He does score the ball well.
You get a bucket here from number 10, Amron Baird. He leads the Bulldogs right now with 8 points. Timeout taken here as we're all tied up at 20. The Farmers Bank, we like helping everyone grow, from business owners running multi-million-dollar companies to first-timers just opening a savings account. They've drawn over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since the founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I think it makes note there at number 4 had checked in there for Frankfort, Jack Michael.
Jack Michael, yep.
As far as I know. Don't have records of check. I think that's his first meaningful varsity minutes. He might have probably gotten in at different times at the end of a game, but he had been performing well. I've noticed the last several games on the JV, so he's getting some varsity minutes this evening.
Yeah, with Wood and Hale both picking up fouls, they needed another guard on the floor, and Jack's seeing some extended minutes here. It's a good point.
Be interesting to note here, Frankfort will bring back a couple of those players that have 2 fouls. They'll bring them back this quarter if they'll leave them out for the rest of the second quarter. Alex Farley with his second basket.
Farley with 8. Frankfort back in front by 2. This is Luke Davison. He had 2 points, picked up 2 fouls, and sat for a little while himself, but back out on the floor now for Clinton Central. Kind of a cold, balmy day in Indiana. We've got a little bit of snow this week as Indiana residents know. Kirby down the lane scores. Not like it is down there for Florida for old Stoops, is it? A nice 70 sunny day today.
That's right, Mr. Stoops. You just enjoy that weather and don't worry about us.
Thank you for tuning in with us tonight, though, as it's going to be Luke Davison with a field goal here. He's got 4. This back and forth action continues. 2-point game. We get an offensive foul here as Kirby going to the ground.
Wow.
Pushes
Let's
off.
see if we get here. We'll see what we got. Again, like we said many times, I don't know if he didn't really gain an advantage, but if you put that arm out and extend it, it gives the opportunity for the official to make that call.
Derek Davis calls out the play he wants Davison to run here from the bench. And Farley's going to pick up a cheap one here, trying to pick his pocket from the backside.
That's an interesting call. As a fan just watching this game, as much hand contact as there have been in that first quarter, to call that as a foul, you might say, wow, that wasn't much.
Davison asks for a screen. He gets it here. Max Adair gets it inside. That time Wells couldn't handle that bounce pass, out of bounds, and Frankfort will have the basketball back. Supposed to have these Bulldogs on the ISC Sports Network last night against Rossville. Due to the weather in the area, that game was canceled. Frankfort was supposed to travel to Benton Central. That game canceled as well. The makeup date for Clinton Central and Rossville was set to next Wednesday. I don't think that works out for our ISC cameras, but never know, so stay tuned to the scheduling there. Wagner hits a three and pushes the lead to 5.
Lucas Wagner, second three this quarter.
Davis looks down. It's Kirby.
Good defense by Frankfort.
Gets the steal, goes the other way, and scores. 8 points now for Kirby. Frankfort trailed by 3 after 1. They now lead by 7. And a traveling violation here called from the far side official.
Clinton Central could do a little better job on the offensive end, taking care of the ball, not being critical, but that's their 10th turnover here in the first half. As you mentioned earlier, come in averaging between 16 17 a game.
We get another whistle here against Frankfort. That'll be against the big fella, 44.
I don't know if we'll have that, take a look at that or not. My guess is here we go. Probably didn't quite get set. Wow. Didn't see a lot there on Adams, but he got whistled for that foul. Didn't look like he was leaning on that pick he set, but official saw it otherwise.
7-point lead, 3 minutes to go before the half. Stay tuned at the half. We'll have our halftime show. Recap the scoring, show you some highlights, and probably taking a little power puff action. Another great pass inside. And
Luke Davison.
Nate Wells able to score.
Wells' second basket of the evening.
Michael out to Kirby. Kirby will back it out. Farley lets the three go, and he gets one to drop.
There you go, Alex.
Good sign for Frankfort fans.
That was out there quite a ways. Maybe Alex has been shooting the threes a little close. He needed to back up. Yeah.
Davison with a strong drive. He'll draw a foul here. That's going to be against Wagner.
Yeah, Lucas just needs to go hands straight up, put his hands in there, and got whistled for that foul.
Davison's first free throw attempt tonight.
Luke coming in shooting, I believe, 75% from the free throw line. Very solid free throw shooter.
Of the players that see the floor a lot, he is second on the team in free throw percentage. Gets both to go. It's Ball will stay on Frankfort's end. We'll get a brief officials timeout here as they look to tie a shoe, and we'll talk about Aaron's Flooring. They offer luxury vinyl plank, carpet installation, and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com for more information or call 601-4145 for a free quote. Kirby going to draw the foul here in the corner. Be Cole Davison. So both Davisons have 2 fouls for Clinton Central. Kirby draws Wells. Now Kirby back out top. Frankfort very patient on this possession.
Clinton Central continuing to make life difficult on Frankfort and running their offense.
Jack Michael tracks it down. Farley steps into an open 3. Can't get it to drop. Last touch by the Bulldogs. I'm with you. We've seen a lot of hand fighting. We've seen players hit the floor. We've heard no whistles. And then every once in a while we get a little ticky-tack one. But, man, you got to give kudos to these officials. They travel all over the state of Indiana. They come out. They take abuse from fans. And
not an easy job.
Not at all. These 3 here tonight have been, I'll say, consistent. Every once in a while we've had a ticky-tack.
Yeah.
They let them play. You're not seeing a lot of complaining from the players, so that's usually a good thing, right?
And the coaches, they seem to be okay, so you're right. Consistency is what you want in the officiating.
Once the umpire establishes the strike zone, you know where to throw it, right?
Right, absolutely.
Clinton Central move the basketball around. And here comes a 3, knocked down. That was Barrett.
Number 10, Mr. Barrett at it again. Knocks down his first 3 of the evening.
He's got 11 points tonight. Enjoying the friendly confines of the Dolphin Dome, a.k.a. Case Arena, a.k.a. the house that Joe built.
Not sure who you're referring to there as Joe, but
you,
yeah, all right, of course. Okay, we'll go with that. Frankfort looking to hold for the last shot here, and Clinton Central looks to be okay with that. Not really coming out, forcing the issue at all. So 25 seconds to go here. Frankfort just dribbling out on top.
Now they run a defender out, try to speed Frankfort up a little bit. And we get a whistle there.
Used a foul because Clinton Central only had 1 team foul. Now number 2 for the quarter, so they can give a couple fouls if you wish.
LaFave has 2. Both Davisons come out because they've got 2 fouls apiece as well. Coach making a defensive substitution for the final 12 here. Menon on Kirby. Kirby goes right hand, gets the bucket, and draws the foul.
No, I think we got a offensive on. Who was that? No, my bad. I thought they were calling out on Frankfort, but I got confused there, Sean. Back that up. Back the bus up here on me.
That one looked like it touched the baseline there as Kirby got the bucket.
Missed the free throw.
Missed the free throw. This shot up. And they're going to have a little housekeeping here because that last foul they gave to Cole Davison, which would be his 3rd. The problem is he's on the bench, Joe. 34-29 your score. It's a 5-point lead from Frankfort. We'll step aside when we come back. Your halftime show comes next here on ISC.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
As a healthcare facility, providing top-notch care should be your number one goal. However, patient experience and overall satisfaction should be a top priority as well. You see, in addition to your patients, you also have an obligation to the family and friends who attend appointments, sit for hours in waiting rooms, or spend days at your facility awaiting a loved one to be discharged. The last thing that they want or need to be concerned about is how or where to charge their cell phone, tablet, or smart device when trying to keep loved ones up to date. This is where JM Marketing comes in. Our fully customizable charging station allows you to promote your facility or patient portals while providing a courtesy to those who spend time in your facility. Our charging stations provide full speed, multi-device charging capabilities while utilizing energy-efficient technology. And the best part? They charge nearly 100% of devices. They fit anywhere and go everywhere. A simple yet practical way to enhance the overall experience you provide, and that is a reason for everyone to celebrate. For more information, contact sales at JM Marketing to get plugged in today.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome. Upgrade today.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
It's halftime here at Case Arena, and no, they're not having a cheerleading tryout tonight. That's puppy power. I called it Power Puff earlier. They got me all straightened out up here. Puppy power is, you've got the young future cheerleaders out there with the current cheerleaders, and they're going to do some cheers for us tonight, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, this is an activity that has gone on at Frankfort for several years. They've had the puppy power out here, and the cheerleaders, I think they come out most of the day and practice this stuff, and it's a cool thing for the youngsters.
Yeah, you get a name tag, a T-shirt, some pom-poms.
Yeah.
Get to perform at halftime here.
Get out in front of the crowd, dance around a little bit.
Our score at the half, 34-29. Frankfort with a 5-point lead. They trailed after one, Joe, a much better second quarter there from the Hot Dogs. They had 19 in the quarter, led by Kai Kirby. He had 8 in the quarter. He's got 10 there in the first half. Alex Farley, though, he's got 11. He leads the Frankfort Hot Dogs. I was going to say all scores, but Amron Barrett leads Clinton Central with 11. So top scorer for both teams with 11 apiece. Been an entertaining first half of basketball.
It's been very entertaining. No surprise to us that, somebody might think, well, Frankfort come out here and get all over Clinton Central, and this would be a runaway, but we did not anticipate that at all. 34-29 at half. I thought Clinton Central performed very well. Came out, had an aggressive man-to-man, created some havoc with Frankfort running their offense, and did very well. And we've mentioned a couple of times their interior passing for Clinton Central, moved that ball well, and did a very good job in that first half. The only negative thing for Central, 10 turnovers in that first half. I'm sure they're talking about that at halftime, see if they can get that cleaned up a little bit. For Frankfort, like you said, Sean, that first quarter was a little slow, came back in the second with a better scoring to get that 34-29 lead. But I think one thing for Frankfort, and you touched on Alex Farley with 11 first half points, it's good to see him get a couple of shots to go down.
Yeah, he had that deep three, and that's what we've been accustomed to seeing most of this season for Farley. But the last few games, cold shooting and just kind of frustrated, couldn't find any daylight. It really started in that Lebanon game. They came in with a game plan, and they executed it. And it was one of those games where they ended up winning by 15, and that's exactly what Farley averaged, and they took him out of the game. And
yeah, they did. You're right. Lebanon had scouted Frankfort. They knew that was one player that they definitely wanted to get after, and picked him up heavy at the half-court line and were with him throughout. And that kind of carried over the following weekend, too, Western Boone and Rossville. So it's good to see him get going and hopefully get out of that slump.
Yeah, 11 points in the first half for him. Again, double figures for Kai Kirby as well. Lucas Wagner off the bench with 6. He knocked down a couple of threes. Carson Hale and Doug Wood with 3 points apiece. They each had 2 fouls and went to the bench there in the first half. And Edwin Wainscott with just 1 point so far here. He was one of our players to watch, but it's more about what Edwin does defensively and on the glass. It's all those little things that Frankfort needs.
Yeah, and he's had some offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds this evening, doing what he does well. It would be good to see him break out a little bit on the scoring side, get a couple buckets, go down. He's had some good looks, just haven't been able to knock him down. But Edwin Wainscott doing what he does well for Frankfort, getting his hands on a lot of balls and keeping things active and creating opportunities for other players. 6
players in the scoring column for the Bulldogs. Amron Barrett leads the way with 11, as we mentioned. Luke Davison with 6. Nate Wells with 4. Max Adair and Lane Davis with 3 apiece. And Cole Davison off the bench tonight had 2 points there in the first half. We'll step aside when we come back. We'll get you your Fiberhawk first half highlights right after this.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Colleges and universities are always actively looking for highly targeted and effective ways of reaching high school students and their families. Imagine your informational message being displayed in full color on courtesy charging stations placed throughout the high schools of your choice. Our mobile charging stations provide your college or university with a continuous flow of traffic to those who benefit from your message the most. High traffic areas like the cafeteria, commons, multimedia rooms, and concessions make the perfect places to reach a receptive and captive audience. Advertise to your alumni of tomorrow by getting plugged in today. At JM Marketing, your audience away.
Frankfort band rocking in here tonight at Case Arena, getting everyone hyped up. Here's our Fiberhawk first half highlights. As you see it running through a lot of scoring from both ends. In that first quarter, man, Clinton Central came out on fire. They put 18 on Frankfort, and they've been led by Amron Barrett tonight. He's had a nice showing for them.
Absolutely. We mentioned pregame. Clinton Central come in averaging 48 a game, got 29 here at halftime. So on target to do that and probably just a little bit better, see what happens here in the second half. But Clinton Central, and we're seeing some of the highlights, knocking down that 3 and an opportunity for a 4-point play. Central moved that ball very well. I thought they did very well moving the basketball.
I know in talking with Frankfort, they've had goals of holding teams under 50. They want to get that defensive average down, and they've done that for the first time all season. They're holding teams at just under 50 points per contest, or right at it. And tonight, though, Clinton Central on pace to come out and score almost 60, so they got their work cut out in the second half.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here in the second half, but that's interesting that you mentioned that Coach Scholl been working really hard with the Hot Dogs, trying to get the defensive end down first and let the offense take care of itself.
Obviously, we're getting to that point in the season now where you're kind of halfway through. You've got your lineups kind of set, your rotations and what you want to do, because the sectional draw's just around the corner. It ain't going to be too long, and we'll be into March, and these teams will be battling for sectional titles. Frankfort gets the benefit of playing on their home floor, but it is a tough sectional, to say the least. Twin Lakes, West Lafayette, Benton Central, some of those teams that are in there. But Frankfort, I would say, is a team that we've seen over the last few weeks, Doug, Joe, that can definitely compete with these teams.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no reason to think that they couldn't. I mean, each game, each contest would be definitely a tough one, but there's no reason to think that they couldn't win enough games to come out sectional champion. That sectional has been very competitive, and no reason to think this year would be any different.
On the other side, the Fountain Central sectional is where Clinton Central will play. You've got teams like Rossville, Faith Christian. Fountain Central obviously is the host school, but the team that stands out the most to me there is North Vermilion. They are 9-5 on the season, and you got to think that they're probably the team favored in that sectional, at least as of right now.
Yeah, still several games to be played yet here this season, so things could change on the record-wise, but that sounds like a sectional that everyone could be competitive with too.
Frankfort's last sectional championship came in 2013. They did it in back-to-back years, 2012, 2013, and that is a dry spell that this team, led by quite a few seniors, would love to change and turn around. We'll step aside briefly one more time. When we come back, third quarter, head your way.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
We're back here at Case Arena. Joe Rook, Sean Walker. Second half heads your way. Frankfort will start out with the basketball.
Taking a quick look out there, I believe everybody back with their starting lineups that they started the game with.
So nobody with 3 fouls, except for the one that we're still questioning. Somehow Cole Davison earned a third foul from the bench there at the end of the second quarter. It still shows 3 up on the scoreboard, so we'll see, if that plays into the game. Hale goes to the corner. They swing it around to Kirby, not to Farley. Good job getting into the paint.
That's a great job by Alex Farley, not settling for that 3, taking a couple dribbles and get in there for a good-looking jump shot.
Frankfort's lead out to 7. Davis. A little bit of a quiet night so far. Just 3 points for Lane. Averages 9.3 on the season. This ball last touched by the Bulldogs. Frankfort will gain possession.
Worth noting again that for Clinton Central, Barrett coming in averaging just about 4.5 per game, had 11 in that first half, so great half by him.
Farley might have got away with a push off there. Inside to Wayne Scott. Frankfort moving the basketball around. Wood, elbow jumper. Davison secures the rebound. A 3 on the way here. Barrett tried to continue his hot shooting. He has 2 threes made in the game.
Wayne Scott, a good strong rebound there.
Farley, 3, got it. Alex Farley with his second three-pointer of the game. He's got 16 tonight.
Quick 5 by Farley here in this quarter.
Now some miscommunication here. That pass thrown out of bounds. Barrett will come out of the game.
Frankfort here with another possession with an opportunity to build on their 10-point lead.
Kirby in the lane, loses his defender and gets it to go. Well, his offensive skill set and some of the moves that he's starting to show, pretty impressive this year. Gets the steal. Kirby the other way. Blocked, but picked up and laid in by Wayne Scott. Photographer had to do his best Matrix impersonation down there to stay out of the way. Saw his life flash before his eyes.
He's still down on it. They're getting talked to now. He says, man, I thought it was over.
43-29 your score. This portion of our third quarter brought to us by FiberHawk, now available. FiberHawk Fiber Internet. Super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk. Frankfort now has opened up a 14-point lead. That defensive pressure, offensive tenacity, that we're really doing a great job of attacking the bucket.
Yeah, this would be just a picture-perfect start to the third quarter if you're a hot dog fan, what you'd be looking for. Expanding on that 34-29 lead, building it to a 43-29 lead right now.
Going back to what I was saying earlier about Kirby is he's left-handed. And the players know he's left-handed, and he wants to get back to that left hand, but he's done so good at, like, spinning and making you think he's going to spin to the right and just adding different elements to his game.
Just enough movement there, you're right.
Wayne Scott with a takeaway. So we had the follow on the offensive putback a moment ago. Comes up with a loose ball for Frankfort here. Kirby draws a hand check foul outside, and this one's going to be against Adair.
Kai Kirby coming out, putting a lot of pressure on that Clinton Central defense here in the third quarter, looking to get to the basket.
Yeah, I was looking to see if I could find a wick hanging off of him somewhere because I think Coach Scholl lit a fire somewhere. He sparked that wick at halftime because he seems to be playing at a different pace. Farley knocks down another three.
Boy, that's a welcome sight to the Frankfort hot dog fans to see Farley knocked down. I think he's 8 points already in this quarter.
Frankfort could be a very dangerous team with Farley shooting the ball like that and Kirby getting things done inside. Wells gets it to Adair. They go back to Wells. Plays through the chest of Wayne Scott, but credit Edwin for staying in the play, coming up with the rebound.
Just the stuff that we talked about for Wayne Scott, staying with it, getting the rebound.
Hale comes away with the rebound for Frankfort. He'll look to push, 2-on-2, gets down the lane and draws a foul here. It'll be on Luke Davison. That's number 3 against Luke. Carson Hale headed the free throw line. He had 3 points in the first half. 1 of 2 in his only trip. Carson, as a sophomore, has seen a ton of playing time this year. Thrust into the starting lineup after about the first 4 games or so. One of those young, scrappy guys that continues to impress and earn big minutes. May not come out and score a ton of points for you, but he mixes it up.
He does a lot of good things for Frankfort. As you mentioned, going to play a lot the next couple of years, so he needs to get good experience, which he is.
Menon, 3, got it. Good job of catch and shoot there from Creed Menon.
Creed's first field goal of the evening, and it's a three-pointer. Breaks into the scoring column.
16-point lead for Frankfort here in the third. It's a Frankfort team that has Crawfordsville in their sights next, and on January 26th. That'll be at Crawfordsville. As a matter of fact, Frankfort's going to be road warriors for the next month or so.
Hard to believe that Frankfort only has good interior look there by Central in a basket by number 4, Menon.
Took a while to get going, but he's got 5 quick ones. Kirby battles through traffic and draws the foul.
Here we see the replay of that. Kirby just won't be denied. Somehow he's going to get that ball up on the bankboard. Opportunity for 2 free throws. But what you were alluding to there, road warriors for Frankfort. That Frankfort only has, after this game, 1 more home game this season. So they have several road games coming up.
Yeah, so you got to think that they're kind of thankful that sectional's hosted here at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
After that trip, 6 straight games on the road, starting with Crawfordsville next week. And you got to think, there's still potential that they'll reschedule that Benton Central matchup in that mess as well, as Kirby misses both. Davison steps into a 3 and he knocks it down. Don't look now. Lead to 11. Timeout taken by Coach Zoll. Or no timeout taken by Clinton Central. It looks like he's pointing to their side. I'll take that back. It is a full timeout from Frankfort. Day and Ginna Funeral Homes, proud of the families that they serve, because they're not just their clients, they're their neighbors and friends. Just as each life follows its own path, deciding how you would like to remember and honor your loved one is truly a personal journey. Whether you prefer a simple private gathering, full traditional funeral, cremation, or non-traditional service, Day and Ginda Funeral Home will assist you with all your options. For more information about the services Day and Ginda Funeral Homes offer, visit dayandginda.com.
Yeah, Clinton Central, no quit here this evening. Hit a couple threes, knocked that lead right back to 11. Forces Frankfort to take a timeout, talk about it, see what we got on this possession.
Lead at 11. Wagner on the floor for Frankfort, as well as Isaac Adams. Gets it in just before the 5 count. Not sure where that pass was intended, but 2 hot dogs there, and Adair comes up with the steal.
Yeah, very sloppy pass there by Frankfort.
11-point game. Clinton Central with a chance to get this into single digits. Both Davises on the floor now. Luke Powers at home. He knocks down the shot. He's going to earn a trip to the free throw line.
Good offensive move by Luke Davidson. Uses the glass for 2. Got in there, was strong with the ball. We always talk about being strong, going up through contact. Exactly what he did.
That foul on Kirby. Davison with a good-looking stroke from the line as well. And just like that, it's an 8-point game. This is a 6-0 run. Bulldogs playing some inspired basketball here over the last couple minutes.
Yeah, brought that lead down quickly. See what Frankfort can do here to stem the tide.
Kirby down the lane, gets to the right hand and uses that offhand to score. He's got 14, lead back to 10.
Yeah, that's what you look for Frankfort, your senior, to make a play to help things get going in the right direction.
Cole Davison to Luke Davison. Strong drive, just leaves it a little short. Farley to Kirby. Kirby to Wainscott. They find Farley open three, and he knocks one down.
Alex's fourth three-pointer of the evening.
I would say it's safe to say the slump is over. Alex Farley is absolutely shooting the rock once again.
As we said earlier, Sean, that's a very welcome sight if you're a Frankfort hot dog fan.
Looked like they were whistling for a timeout there, but no timeout taken. So Frankfort's players that went to the bench had to come back to the floor.
Hey, just kidding. Farley on a runaway here. Breakout.
Farley with the lay-in. Big third quarter for Alex.
Ooh, nice bounce pass to Wood.
The takeaway and 2. Wood's got 5.
Central had that lead down to 8 and busted right back up to 17 for Frankfort.
Now stolen by Kirby. Goes up, lays it in. Frankfort, the 19-point lead.
It was just an 8-point lead. What? 2 minutes ago?
If that.
Nice pass
Good,
there.
yeah, great pass. Lane Davis has got 5. Oh my goodness. Hopefully that player is okay going after.
I think that was Luke.
Luke Davison leaving it all on the line.
It's good.
Look at this.
Right there, look at that. I mean, that's a senior giving his whole body and effort out there for that one.
He slid out to the concession stand. They might have given him some popcorn while he was out there for that effort.
That was a good effort. Gotta love to see that. No matter what the score, man. Play hard.
Under 20 seconds to go here in the third. Been a good quarter. Frankfort started out hot. Bulldogs went on a run. Frankfort answered the run. And that's how this third quarter is going to end. 59-42 your score. It's a 17-point lead after 3. Back with the fourth quarter on ISC right after these messages.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
Working on tallying up some of the scores after that third quarter. That was a big quarter for both teams, really, but Frankfort at 34 at the half, 59 now after 3. That's a big quarter, Joe.
One thing we talked about pregame, score the ball. Both teams have been doing that this evening. Clinton Central sitting right now at 42, and they come in averaging a little over 48 a game, so it's been a good scoring game for them. And Frankfort had the second, third quarter, very good outing for them, shooting the ball up to 59 points here starting the fourth quarter.
24 points in the game from Alex Farley. He had 13 there in the third quarter alone. 3 threes in the quarter. Kirby's got 16. He's in double figures as well.
Excuse me for interrupting there.
No, you're good.
Back to Alex Farley. You just can't. If you're a hot dog fan, that's a very welcome sight and a good feeling to see him shooting that three-pointer again.
When he's rolling and Kirby scoring like he is, and then you add in the elements that players like Wood, Wainscott, and Hale bring, it's a tough Frankfort team.
That'll be Frankfort at its best there.
Body foul here from Edwin Wainscott. That's number 3 against Edwin. Farley there, intercepts the pass. And then a great contest, hustle back by Davis. And Scott finds Wood on the outlet. Frankfort pushes momentarily and now back it out and settle it down.
He gets a good senior move there by Doug Wood. Nothing really going on. Things don't need to get any more helter-skelter.
Kirby uses about every bit of the rim and gets a score, and then one of the little rubber basketballs maybe left over from last weekend's festivities found its way to the floor. Kirby with 18.
Frankfort just needs here to guard, not foul. There's no need to reach. Got Frankfort there lucky, didn't get a foul called on that, putting her hands in there. Just stay in front of their guy, move your feet, hands to the side. Leading 61-42, there's no need to make any fouls here.
That one taken away. Alex Carreno into the game. Number 3 for Clinton Central. Frankfort Eagles have been serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. Saw another large donation made from the Frankfort Eagles this week, posted on social media, as they gave to both Rossville's boys baseball team and Rossville's girls softball team.
Good job, Frankfort Eagles.
(63-42). It is the largest lead of the game. Bulldogs came in and inspired there in the first quarter. They led after one. Tough showing to Frankfort there in the third quarter. Third quarter just expanded the lead a little too much for Clinton Central here tonight, at least to this point. Barrett gets another bucket to go.
Good, strong move by Barrett.
His first bucket since the second quarter. He's got 13. And now Barrett will draw a foul here or earn one. Ardente Dental offers high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand new patient or you've been with them for years, they're here to serve you. Give them a call at 654-7222 or visit them online at ardentedental.com. Ardente Dental, we bring smiles to life. That last foul on Barrett, just his first. Are we going to back it out? Getting the memorabilia from the Blue Chips game last weekend, still here. The Dolphin at center court, the Blue Chips circles. Out on the floor, Western University still labeled. This was a packed house last Saturday. Joe, I think we called a game. I think we did.
We did.
Thankfully, we have headsets on and it's amplified. Otherwise, I would not have been able to hear what anybody was saying. It was loud in here last Saturday.
And it was, I said that a couple times last week, man. It was just did my heart good. It was a good feeling to see the Case Arena packed for a basketball game like that. A good crowd. And, anytime Frankfort and Rossville are going to play, you're going to have good basketball, and that's exactly what we had last weekend.
Our friends at Healthy Communities want you to know that recovery is possible. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, make sure you reach out to Healthy Communities at 659-6063 or online at healthyclintoncounty.org. They've got resources to help you or your loved one get back on track. Probably seen some of the shirts here tonight from Healthy Communities of Clinton County. This is a mental health awareness game, so the players all get T-shirts and part of their warm-ups here tonight, both teams. Coach is doing a good job rocking those shirts as well. Good backdoor slip. Looking for Wayne Scott there. The pass a little errant. This one taken away by Hale. Hale turns on the Jets, goes the other way, and we're going to say all ball there. Good defense.
Had some contact there. Official said that was clean.
We're going to get a foul on Kirby here. That's number 4 on Kai Kirby.
Frankfort's a couple substitution, but coach electing to leave Kirby on the floor with the 4. He'll need to be smart.
They got a little bit of a mismatch, at least size-wise, as Luke Davison. Kirby's not going to back down, but Davison definitely has broader shoulders. Kirby here. Pushes the other way, uses his speed. Can't get that one to go. Kirby with 18 in the game. He needs one more field goal or a couple free throws to get to that 20-point plateau. Doug Wood called with the body foul here.
Yep, replay showing there. Wood not quite getting in position. Picks up that foul.
Wayne Scott's break on the bench, short-lived. Kirby comes out, Wood comes out. Davison shot off, but followed and put back in by Wells. Nate with 6 points in the contest. Hale to Wagner. Wagner had a couple of threes in the first half. Has that one knocked away.
Had the ball secured, just didn't hang on tight.
3 from the corner. Wells is going to keep it alive for Clinton Central. Coach Davis wanting his team to attack here. Floater in the lane, gets the shot to go. That's Barrett again.
Barrett keeps scoring the ball this evening.
Timeout taken by Coach Scholl. The lead down to 15. Fiberhawk now available. Super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. Fiberhawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on the offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, Fiberhawk.
On that last possession for Frankfort, Lucas Wagner had an open 3, took it. Not sure that, I wonder what they're talking about right now. There's no real reason for Frankfort to take those shots right now. 63-48 lead. Need to keep the clock running. Nothing but good close shots, layups, I think, would be what Coach Scholl would be talking about. And you get your hands on the ball, for guys' sakes, if you're Frankfort. Grab that ball strong. Clinton Central's shown several times tonight that they're going to slap at that ball and knock it loose, and that's what they knocked away on that last possession. Led to a Central 2-pointer.
A great night scoring tonight for Clinton Central's Amron Barrett. He has 15 points in the contest, and Joe, as you mentioned earlier, comes in at a little less than 5 points per game, so he is definitely given them some nice offense here this evening.
He has done his point on the offensive end for Clinton Central.
Farley will get it across the timeline for the Hot Dogs. Attacks the bucket and can't score. Now the Bulldogs the other way, and that one goes right through the hands of Lane Davis.
That was a good look. Clinton Central had him open, just unable to secure the ball.
Hale. This is where having a couple of your senior leaders in foul trouble, or a little bit of foul trouble, is players cracked heads there.
Yeah, let's see if we take a look at this here. Yeah, it was a hit. Wow. We got a bleeder.
I think he took that shot across the nose.
Yeah, probably didn't say that right, but can't tell. Like he's got a bloody nose, I believe.
If anything, we know Cole Davison is a tough guy, so man, but that was a shot right there, and for him to pop right up.
Yeah. That was Luke took that hit, and Luke, as a senior, man, he has shown several times tonight just how tough he is. Plays hard. I admire that of that young man.
Same player earlier that went flying out of the gymnasium. I mean, he was sliding all the way out there towards the concession stand area. You got to love the effort and the toughness that he has shown for these Bulldogs, not only tonight but all season long.
Yeah.
So they'll do a little bit of a cleanup, a little maintenance here, and they'll give an opportunity, obviously, to get bleeding stop there for Luke. I'm sure he's not going to let this keep him out for very long. These Bulldogs have shown a lot of fight here tonight. I know the team just 1-10 on the season. This is a squad that is pretty scrappy. There's not a ton of blowouts when you look down through their schedule so far this season. And we'll see them again on Friday night on our airwaves as they'll travel to Clinton Prairie. Again, they host Rossville. That makeup date is going to be on Wednesday. We originally had that one scheduled. We'll see. Stay tuned to our schedule on whether or not we carry that one, but we definitely have the game at Clinton Prairie next Friday night. We'll see these Bulldogs again.
Interesting little quirk in the schedule now. So Clinton Central plays Frankfort tonight, Rossville during the week, and then Clinton Prairie next week.
The Clinton County Tour.
Man, they take them boom, boom, boom. Take that.
Get it into Adams. Hale.
Again, Frankfort just needs to be patient with the ball. Keep it moving. Keep the clock running.
Good opportunity for some of these younger guys to grow up and earn some more minutes here in crunch time. The point I was going to make before the collision is you've got two of your senior leaders in foul trouble on the bench where you would have more ball handling, probably more of a mental awareness of, just work the clock. Adams on the run out, and he gets the score.
That play that we just saw there, Adams, for a big fella, did very well to corral himself, get that ball, and lay it in for two.
Cole Davison shot off the mark. Under 90 seconds to go. 17-point lead for Frankfort. Farley, three. Short. Wayne Scott battling. Last touch by Frankfort. Actually, I think they called a foul here against Isaac Adams. Now Coach Davis going to make some substitutions here and get some younger players on the floor. A little over a minute to go.
Yeah, Frankfort's fifth foul this quarter. I think Clinton Central might be shooting free throws.
Still taking me some time to get used to that.
Do you like it?
I don't. I don't.
I don't know. I do miss the one-on-ones at certain times during the game.
For sure. If anything, go to 1-on-1 at 5 and 2 at 7 or 8. I don't know.
Yeah.
Barrett got his first to go. It's 1 of 2 at the line. 16 points tonight for Barrett. And he's going to go back to the free throw line here.
Barrett has shown good shot selection, good ball movement tonight. Future bright at the guard position with Barrett and Creed sophomores playing a lot of minutes this evening.
Calvin Joe comes into the game for Clinton Central. Coach Davis has tried to get Barrett out a couple times, and I think he knows that too. So he's like, no way, Coach. I'm having a good scoring night. 1 of 2 at the line again. And we get a foul here. And now they're going to put Brady Boone back into the game. Expect Barrett to come out here, and he will. Should get a round of ovation from those Clinton Central Bulldogs faithful that have traveled here tonight.
He's done a great job tonight. Very impressed with him. Good scoring night. Did a lot of good things.
Frankfort with some subs in as well. Is Jack Michael back on the floor or no? It is not. Tough to read some of the Frankfort jerseys when you're not used to seeing them.
Number 11 for Frankfort. Good 2-point shot there.
Davison finds Boone. Bucket there from Alex Carreno. Now with under 20 seconds to go, Frankfort will look to just dribble it out here. And these Frankfort hot dogs, after starting 0-6 on the season, have now gone 7-1 over their last 8 games. They get to 500 on the season. That's pretty impressive, Joe.
Absolutely. Good win for Frankfort tonight, 67-52. As you said, get to 500 and 7-7. Good game, good county action. Frankfort out on top. I tip my hat to Clinton Central coming in here with 1 game on their side for victory. But, boy, they competed hard, competed well, gave Frankfort all they wanted. So hats off to Clinton Central, and hopefully they can get some more victories yet this year.
Clinton Central led in scoring tonight by Amron Barrett. He had 17. Luke Davison also chipped in 12. They were the 2 players in double figures. On the other side tonight, Kai Kirby had 18 points. Frankfort, though, led in scoring. A great bounce-back game by Alex Farley, and he will be our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game. 24 points tonight for Alex. So he got things going early and often for Frankfort.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but, man, he has struggled the last few games for Frankfort scoring the ball, so him to come out and get 24 points, that's a welcome sight for hot dog fans.
I want to thank everybody behind the scenes here at Hot Dog TV, all the students that made this broadcast possible tonight. I want to thank my counterpart, Joe Rook. I am Sean Walker. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. Tonight's game was brought to us by the Frankfort Eagles. Post 976, where they are people helping people. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By FiberHawk, fast, affordable FiberHawk. And by the Farmers Bank. Let's grow. Again, hats off. Great game here this evening. Frankfort victorious, back to 500 on the season. For Joe and everyone behind the scenes, I'm Sean Walker, we appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you join us next Friday night as these Clinton Central Bulldogs take on Clinton Prairie on our airwaves. That coverage starts right around 7:30 p.m. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
At Day and Ginda Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.